What's up guys, my name is Killer Cloud, and in this video I want to do a quick vlog and kind of talk about vaping in public. You know, like I know there's different laws, different regulations for different states, but I live in California, so I'm gonna quickly talk about the vape laws in California. So you can vape in a mall and you can vape outside, but you can't vape in eating areas, inside dinner, places. It's our regulations are FDA put regulations on selling, and so if you want to sell a mod, if you want to sell juice lines, more regulations on that. They haven't really put regulations on vaping in public, as far as, because they don't really know the extent of secondhand smoke, secondhand vaping. They don't really know because they haven't done any testing about it. But as far as people have to be considerate. You have to be considerate of other people around you. I mean, you're never gonna see me just taking big rips and blowing huge clouds. Where even if I'm eating outside, in a patio or something, I'm not gonna start vaping massive clouds in front of people. I kind of have to use my logic, be respectful of people that are around me. It comes down to, I know there's different regulations, and you have to kind of put your mind into this. Like, if you were never a smoker to begin with, if you were never a vapor to begin with, you didn't vape or smoke or do anything at all, and you were eating, let's say you had a family or something like that, you had kids with you, or you just didn't like the smell or the look of clouds. That's what people that don't vape or smoke, that's what they view. They get to look at it and just do this. So and they don't want to be around you, even if they don't know the actual what it does. If vaping is different from smoking, so you kind of have to treat it like you're smoking a cigarette still. We're still at that standing point where they don't know if it's better than cigarettes. They don't know. Well, because propaganda has put down e-cigarettes as being, the same thing as smoking. A lot of people have been saying that, oh, it's the same thing. It does the same stuff. If it looks like smoking, then it must be smoking. That type of thing. So you kind of just have to be respectful of people that are around you. So if I can vape on a patio, I'm not gonna blow clouds. I'm gonna do that silent vape where I kind of just small stuff. I'm not gonna be doing this in a group of people that might not respect vaping. And now it's just, it may smell nice, and it may, it may not be bad because people are like, oh, vaping doesn't have secondhand smoke. There's no tar, there's no combustion. It's an oil. You're not burning anything. There's very fine lines of how to separate this from smoking, and you can always explain to people, oh, it doesn't have 6,000 chemicals. It doesn't have rat poison in it. It doesn't. There's no secondhand smoke. It's just the person vaping has the nicotine and then no one else does. It's not true completely. I've done a lot of research on it, and it all depends on how you release the vapor. So if I'm doing this, I'm not absorbing all of the nicotine that's in that juice. So I'm blowing out nicotine into the atmosphere, into the air, whatever you want to call it. I'm blowing it out. And there might be a case that some people might inhale that, and then there's nicotine in their system. So the way to kind of explain to people, it's hard to explain to people, especially if they don't understand smoking, they don't understand weed, they don't understand vaping, they don't even know what vaping is. They think it's some weird alien technology that's come from a different planet. It's very hard to explain to people, except for there's 4 main ingredients in vaping: propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, nicotine, and either natural or artificial flavoring. So that doesn't mean anything to anybody that doesn't know about those chemicals. And why would it mean anything? Because propylene glycol vegetable glycerin. For people that don't know about that, how would they, oh, propylene glycol vegetable glycerin, oh, that's not dangerous to my child. They don't get it. They don't understand. And that when you buy, let's say you're making your own vape juice, everything is accessible through USP grade. As far as like nicotine, nicotine is a poison. That's what it is. It has the poison label on it. You can't just buy it at your local, pharmacy. They don't just carry nicotine in huge bottles. So it's labeled as a poison, and if you're just blowing it out, then yes, that's the only thing problematic when it comes to vaping. So if you don't have nicotine in your vapor, as far as we know right now, there is no health, there's nothing going wrong. Now, some people are allergic to propylene glycol, then I would recommend a high VG count, no PG, and then that's how people would vape without being allergic to it. But it's a fine line. So basically this was just to explain, use common sense when you're vaping. Don't just be like, oh, I can vape anywhere. I'm just gonna vape anywhere now, and I don't care if anyone looks at me or weird. It's legal. I don't care, that type of thing. So use common sense, use logic. Think of what other people would want to see from you when you're doing this. Now, on that note, there's been a new juice that came out. I don't know the name of it yet because it's still in testing, but there's a juice that has come out that it tastes, so you can taste the flavor. You drip it on like normal juice, you vape it, and then you taste the juice, you get your nicotine, and when you blow out, there's no vapor that comes out at all. So that would be a huge game changer as far as vaping in public, because now there's no hint of what you're doing. You're just inhaling and blowing, and there's nothing coming out at all. So that would be really cool for like dinner or restaurants. You can actually vape now inside a restaurant without blowing any type of vapor out, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's some people want to see vapor. I want to see vapor when I exhale. I just like the way it looks. You can do tricks and you can cloud chase, and that's like the community. We love to see vapor productivity. So really the only way that juice would come in handy is if I throw it in a tank and I'm vaping around people that don't want to see it, and they don't want to smell it. So basically that would be the only thing that'd be useful in that type of juice. Once I find out that juice name, and if it does come out, if it gets passed, then I will definitely, guys, give you a link to where to buy that juice. My last cloud comp I went to, that's where the juice was kind of being shown off, and they were testing it, so we were kind of like the guinea pigs. But I tested it out, and literally I took like this rip. I took like a big massive rip to test the vapor, if there was no vapor coming out. I did that on that juice, and literally no vapor came out at all. And I was so like crazy. I could taste the flavor, and I could feel it in my lungs, and I could feel that nicotine buzz, but I couldn't see any vapor, which is just insanely crazy. But that's really what this video is all about. I just wanted to kind of tell people, as far as vaping in public, everyone has different rules, everyone has different laws, regulations. I get that, but if you have like California, the California regulations as far as you can vape in public, you have to think about what other people are looking at. You can't just be a stud walking around and vaping huge clouds. It's just not, you have to be wary of other people's thoughts. So I want to end this video. This is just a quick little vlog. I wanted to kind of get my point across. In no way am I trying to put down people. If you can vape massive clouds in public, do it. But in like an eating environment, I wouldn't recommend it. That's just me. That's just me personally. Also, I just want to say real quick, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for helping me out through this. I never expected or wanted subscribers. when I came into this, I never wanted. I didn't think of like, oh, I'm gonna be famous on YouTube and everything like that. And I'm very humble, and I do not want. I mean, like, the fact that people like CloudComp say, oh, that's Killer Cloud. Like, that's just like, it's so surreal, and I want to say thank you for 5,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. It blows my mind just thinking about it. For some people on YouTube, 5,000 may not seem that big, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I mean, 5,000 subscribers for just me talking and helping you guys through different things in different topics means so much to me. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has given me a chance to help you guys. You're helping me too. I'm learning stuff. I'm teaching you guys stuff, and you guys appreciate everything, and it just, I can't say it enough. I want to say thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.